Greetings, gamers, and welcome back to Glorf Gaming. We are back in Bellwright tonight. I'm going to start off by loading the last quick save I did. The reason I'm loading this one is because after this I did some uh, playtime in uh, the Halmir Isles, the actual Maiden's Voyage portion of the latest update, and I I don't really care for what I'm doing here, which is I'm here to play through the village building portion of the game, and that just tosses it all aside, and you're doing an entirely different 100% just going out there for a few quests and fighting stuff, which is what you're doing on this map. But you also have the village building. You can, like, I go out there, I kill stuff, I loot up, and I can't do anything with what I loot there except for bring it all back, wait through all the loading times, go back there and continue again. There's no progression there. It's just an expanded fight map, basically, which really isn't what I'm here to play for. So I thought I'd come back to this, my most recent save here, or at least I thought it was, because there should be a reclamation party coming down, but maybe not. So whenever this save is, we are at a point where, aside from like this camp here that's respawned, I have, and that one up there, I have cleared the entire map. I have beaten the headquarters and the prison. You know, the prison doesn't even show up anymore. I didn't realize that would happen. Um, I've liberated all the town, all of the villages, so essentially I won as far as you can because you're constantly going to respawn. The headquarters will constantly be repopulated. It doesn't just end. So I was actually in the process. I've tried moving this travel sign back over to where I had it, but you really can't because you're going to get aggro from a large population within that camp. Um, so as far as the gameplay here, I'm finished with this gameplay. I've got a lot of quests I could do. I started pushing more toward clearing the map than I did doing the quests. So as a result of that, a ton of quests that aren't done. But I've
Work,
taken over the
lads. We
region.
need to
I've
make this
liberated all the
place look
towns. They are
better.
mine. This actually may be why it's not here. Yeah, because currently Horndine is occupied by prison because the save is apparently from when I got back, and I found out that that had taken place. Um, when I left to go to Halmir Isles, I thought this world went on pause. That's what I had seen elsewhere, and apparently that didn't because the reclamation party that was on the way when I got back, Horndine was retaken. So maybe because the reclamation party was already on the way, that process worked itself out. But everything else they paused, I don't know. Um, but that was a little disappointing to have had that happen because you can't just have it this all keep going, or else you're going to come back and every place will be recaptured if you spend any amount of time over there. Um, so what I'm thinking about doing is, well, first I've already started doing some playthrough of Medieval Dynasty. I learned some things about that I wasn't aware of. Namely, the biggest thing was that the uh, food and drinks that you can get that'll give you a bonus to your damage also include like your harvesting damage. So you can, if you have a decent axe and a good bonus to damage, you can cut down an axe in one swing. You can harvest ore extremely quickly, and that's stuff I wasn't even aware of. So I want to play around with that with a little bit. Um, but I'm going to be dual streaming. I'm going to stream uh, Medieval Dynasty as I'm doing that playthrough, and then I'm also going to be doing some Bellwright mixed in. I don't know if it'll be 50-50, 60-40, uh, 90-10. I don't know. I'm probably the default that I would like to keep is somewhere around 50-50, but only time's going to tell. What I will do when I restart this, I'm looking at, uh, rather than doing my normal settlement here, I think I'm going to uh, probably come down and settle over here for my tier 1 because I can get there nice and quick. Just coming down the path here, I can get set up. I'll have water. I'll have river reed still, which I still want quickly. I've got uh, various herbs. There's hemp in here as well. Um, I'm trading off access to copper or tin for access to copper. It's not a huge difference. But the biggest thing is I want to have I want to push as quickly as I can to taking this region out here, because what I've been looking into and what Mr. Biggs, when he's been in here with me, has started doing is
better and better.
I want to set up a village in this area, um, because I think particularly this area here is extremely flat. You have all of your swamp resources right here. You have uh, a good spot to set up a outpost for tin and copper. That's up here nice and safe. You have all this wooded area you can set up outposts that is nice and close to where your main settlement is. Um, you've got all in that area. You're going to have animals to hunt. Um, you are not far from coming over here and running a outpost for wheat, likely, just so I don't have to farm it. I think I'm going to do that. In that same outpost, you can set it up here, and you can get multiple mud uh, coming from it. It's just you have a lot that you can pull from in this area. That sure you had it in this area, but you might have had uh, to work a little harder. Well, you definitely have to work a little harder for anything that's coming out of here. Once it's time for it, if you clear down just a little bit further here, you then have a nice clean route to come through here and get a uh, iron outpost from these nodes here. So you've got a lot that it can expand and grow, and I think you can make this your one location from tier 1, maybe very early tier 2, all the way up to the end of tier 3. You can just build here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to focus on clearing out this area as early as I can, which basically get a bow and arrow, use them, work on getting my archery improved, and then coming out with sturdy arrows that I buy from passing merchants, and just taking out all these camps as quickly as I can. But that's what I'm going to do on my next session here, which I'm actually going to go through and probably re-narrate there. But I just wanted to stop in here and give my basic thoughts on the Maiden's Voyage. I think it's a nice place. It looks good. It's got quests. It's not what I was looking for when I went there, because it just totally dumps all of your village building. There's not even a moderately short travel time. The load time was unbelievable. I mean, it's not even like I'm on a hard drive. I've got uh, a series that I think I'm on a 5 solid state, so I've got a nice fast hard drive, or a nice fast drive, I should say. Um, so it doesn't make sense why it took so long to load that when it's essentially a different version of this. This loads in a couple seconds. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just end this stream, and then I'll set up a new title and a new stream for the next session. Thank you for hopping in. I hope throughout some of this, some people have found this either enjoyable or educational or both. and hopefully we'll run into you later. Take care. Thanks for stopping in, and GG.